Hi guys, I have some exciting updates. I have had a lot of requests for making PDF Linkr work with other software instead of Keynote or PowerPoint. A lot of people have been asking that it work with InDesign like it does with Keynote and Affinity and all different softwares. So instead of me trying to hurt my brain and make it work with all of these softwares, I came up with a solution that I think is quite brilliant. So the way that now you have PDF Linker, and then in our goodie file we now have a new file called Linkr CSV. There's a Linkr CSV for Windows and there's a Linkr CSV for Mac. And probably I'll just call it Baby Linker, but this is the workaround. So I'm going to show you how this works. This is included with PDF Linker. It's just a separate file. So let's, for example, say we're going to create a planner in Canva. So in Canva, I have created this little planner here, and I have it in sections. So I have my monthly section, and then I have one weekly page and one daily page, because I'm going to have Linkr create the CSVs to duplicate all of those pages for me. So I'm going to use data merge CSV, and I'm going to input my dates, and we're going to change things up today, and I'm going to make a Sunday start planner. Shocking, I know. So we're going to go with December 31st, and end date is 2025, January 4th. And I'm going to generate weekly dates. For that, it's going to pop up a window to ask me where I want to save those, and I am going to save those in this folder that I have created that is called CSV Weekly Canva. And I'm just going to name it as Canva. Okay, and so now I'm going to make the daily CSV for that as well. But we have to do that a little different, because in Canva we're going to create those dates in sections. So I'm going to do December 31st, 2023 to March of 2024. I'm going to create my daily dates. And then I am going to save that as January through March. And then I'm going to do the same thing for April through June and July through September. We're just going to do it in sections. And then we're going to do October. And then we're going to make this that 2025 January. But I'm just going to call that October through December. Okay, so that's all finished, so we're done with that part. So now I have my Canva open, and I am using Canva Pro. I'm sure that any of you that have been asking me to make it work with Canva have a Canva Pro account. So I'm on my weekly layout here, and there's just one page, because I am going to use bulk create to then upload that CSV that we created with PDF Linker. I'm going to right click on this date, connect the data, and then tell it to create that for me. That's going to open a new project or a new folder with that created with all of my dates in there. So I'm going to rename this as weekly section. So we don't really need our weekly anymore. So now we're going to create our daily sections. So for the dailies, again, I'm just going to go to my apps, bulk create, but then this time I want to use my dailies that I created, and we're going to create those in sections. So I'm going to do January through March, right click on the date, and it's going to create those, and I will rename this January through March. Okay, we're back to creating our April, and it's going to generate those designs. So then you would do the same thing for the rest of the year. So I'm going to pause this while I do that. Okay, so I've used the bulk create to create all of my daily pages. Now, if you want to, in your finished PDF, if you want to add calendar links, then you are going to want to add a back cover. So we'll just go down here to the last page, and we'll just add a page there, and we'll call that cover, back cover, to save it. Okay. So now we have our cover and our monthly pages, our weekly section. We don't need this daily one anymore because that was our placeholder. So we have January through March, April through June, July through September, and then October through December. So all we have to do now is download each one of these, and you want to download as PDF standard. So we're going to download all of those, and then I'll show you what we do next. I've downloaded all of my sections from Canva as PDF standard. So as you can see, we have our cover, monthly pages, our weekly section, and then all of our dailies, January through March, April through June, July through September, and October through December. So now we're going to use PDF Linkr to just merge all of those files together, so we'll have one PDF that we're working on. So we're just going to say add PDF, and then we're going to go to the file where we downloaded everything, and we're just going to select them because we're going to move them around once we get them in. It doesn't matter what order you add them in, because now we're going to put them where we need them. So I'm going to move this up because I want the cover there, and then I want the weekly after that. And then I want my January next, and then April, and then July, and then perfect. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to merge the PDFs together. It's going to ask me where I want to save it, and that's fine. I'm just going to name it 1. Okay, it is merged together. So now when we come over here, we have one PDF that is 439 pages long. It has all of our pages in order. Here's our months, and then we start our weeklies. And we start our weeklies on page 14. Uh-oh, we have a blank page there. That's okay. We'll just start our weeklies on page 15. No big deal. So this is where our new baby linker comes into play. So we are going to use the baby linker to create our CSVs for us to then do all of our linking. So we don't have to do that manually. So I'm going to use the same start and end dates that I used to create my Canva files. And then my start page is the page that my weeklies start on here. So page 15 is what I want to put in there. And then I'm going to tell it that I want to create weekly CSVs, and then I'm just going to tell it to create the CSVs. It's going to open up for me to save it. I'm going to call that linking weekly, and that's done. So now when I go back to that linking weekly, it has created an individual CSV file for each month. So now that is all done, and all I have to do is load it into Linkr to add the links. So we're going to do the same thing over here for our dailies. And our daily pages are going to start, let's open this and see where the last page is on our weeklies. Our last page on the weeklies is 67. So our daily pages are going to start on 68. And let's just double check that. Let's go to page 68. Scroll. And there's our daily page start. Perfect. Okay. Now I've already created a tabs CSV that is just the dates and to link to the correct places. So now we're done with Baby Linkr. Let's just add our tabs to our current file. Let's delete all these, and we'll add our first iteration of our PDF. And we're just going to select this area like that. I like to see all of it. There we go. Use selected area. I'm going to grab my tabs CSV, and I'm going to tell it to add it to all pages. And we're done. Yeah, we added it to all the pages. Okay, so let's go to our updated PDF, and now all of our month links are in there. So we're going to rename this as 2. And now I'm going to go to the batch processing because I'm going to add that PDF there. And we are going to add our weekly links. So I'm just going to put in each calendar page here. And we're just going to select our weekly CSVs that our little Baby Linkr made for us. And this is going to be 13 again for this last week. Okay, so now I'm going to view my PDF, and I'm going to select this area right here because I just want the weeks to be linked. And then I'm going to batch process it. And now when I go to my file, I'll have my updated PDF with the links to my weeks. So that's all correct. So now I don't need any of these files because I just want to keep that last one. And I'm going to rename this 3. So now we're going to clear this because I want to now do the dailies. And again, I'm just going to enter those dates again, or those pages again for my calendar link, my calendar pages. Sorry for the delay. And then I'm going to select now my daily. Where did I put those? Maybe we didn't create them. Let's create them. Let's grab our little, I might have closed him already. Let's grab, hold on, pause a second. So I'm going to grab my little baby linker again and create the daily pages. Maybe I didn't do that. But I'm just going to say from January 1st to December 31st. And the start page is 68. Was that correct? I cannot remember now. Let's open up our weekly linking and see where that ends. Yeah, that ends on 67, so our dailies need to start on 68. And we're going to create daily, create CSV. And maybe I did it and I just forgot where I saved it. Linking daily, that's where we want to save it. Okay, now we should be able to select our page links here. Did I put in the wrong? I must have put in the wrong dates. Okay, so now I need to select then the CSVs for linking daily for each one of my months, just like we did with the weekly. And sorry you guys have to sit here and watch me click. All right, now we want to view the PDF because we want to go to a calendar page, and then we want to select all of our dates. Use that selected area, and then I'm going to process the batch. And it's finished. So now when I go to my file, then I will have all of these updated. So if I go to updated 12, then we should have all of our daily links in. And look at that. Look what I did. I forgot I left that that December 31st. I made that date in my planner, but I did not account for that date. So now all of my links are going to be off by one day. So let's show you how you fix it, okay? So we're going to get rid of all of these. Now let's open Baby Linkr again, and let's change the dates. Let me delete the dates that we created for linking daily. And let's create them again, but let's adjust those dates to 2023, December 31st, and then 2025, January 4th. Now let's create those again, so we have the correct links. All right, let's give that a shot again. Now we're going to change these dates. That needs to be, let's see if that works. It should. My mistake. Okay, now let's again just view the PDF and select the area, just so we make sure that we have it selected. And let's process it again and see what we come up with this time. This should be correct. So let's go to January and go to January 1st. Yes, that's correct now. So if we go to February, we go to February 8th. So now your planner is completely hyperlinked. And that was me showing you how to do it, so that was a total of less than 25 minutes. So I think this new little baby linker is just going to make it so much easier for everybody. You don't have to do all of the steps with PowerPoint. If you're not familiar with using PowerPoint, you can use your software creation software of choice and still be able to really streamline your hyperlinking. It'll save you, I hope it saves you loads of times. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.